Global happenings today. We communicate. We analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome back to our channel. From what we are getting, the feelings we are getting in River State, obviously, it's not only Wike that understand the dynamics of politics. As he's dragging them in his press release, they have decided to put action to their own voice by also dragging it, but this time around with evidences in their hand, according to them. But before we go into the newspaper to find out exactly what is going on right now in River State, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel. My colleague is also in the house, but let's move straight into the news of the day. Now, according to the news, Wike, a former governor of River State, is to appear before the judicial panel on the 19th day of November 2024. Now, the detective information reaching us states that the summons is contained in an advertorial by the panel of inquiry, which was signed by the chairman, Justice I.R. Menakiri. The panel said that Mr. Wike was invited because of calls by some persons from Umuahia Local Government Council who submitted a memorandum to the commission along with downloaded video clips from the internet indicting him. Now, the panel, which further said a copy of the summons and the video clip had been sent to Mr. Wike by courier service, also advised him to listen and take necessary action over the content of the video. Now, this FCT Minister Nyesom Wike has been summoned by the River State Judicial Panel of Inquiry set up to investigate the destruction of some local government secretariats. Now, they also didn't stop there. Report has it that some politicians loyal to the FCT minister, including APC CTC chairman, which is Tony Okocha, former Enquiry Council chairman Samuel Nwanosike, former Eleme Council chairman Obarilo Marat Olo, and others loyal to Governor Siminalayi Fubara, while politicians loyal to the governor have honored the invitation. No ally of Mr. Wike have appeared before the panel. Meanwhile, the panel is expected to conclude. They are expected to conclude their sitting on the 21st of November. Recall that violent, politically motivated arson attack had recently led to the burning of over 6 local government secretariats in River State. After the attacks, Governor Fubara had set up the panel to investigate the sad incident. A lot of boozing is going on right now. Nigerians are reacting from back and center. But my colleague is in the house. But let me just quickly say this before he comes in. The truth be told, the fact that Nwanosike did not come for this whole thing, because I remember Nwanosike when they invited him, he said, how can he come to a panel when he knows they're already biased and all? And now they didn't stop there. I won't lie to you. These guys have mind. Someone allies of Wike, Nwanosike and co. They didn't go. They even decided to send it via advertorial. The first of all, the advertorial, okay, and they didn't stop there. They decided also to send the invitation via courier and gave him a special date on the 19th. So skip a date with us on the 19th. We'll give you feedback if Wike will appear. But this is personal, though. I feel that Wike will not appear. Wike probably will give them the reply of what they are asking for, probably on the press release, maybe 2 days after, because he will not want to honor them by giving them a press release on that set date. But I believe that maybe on the 21st or 30th of November, he will probably have another press conference mentioning his mind on that matter. But they are saying for his own good, he should appear and defend himself, even though his allies have not said anything to that effect. But I'm sure Wike will be saying, who are those inviting me? Who to which panel? My colleague is in the house. What's the thing on this, please?
Well, Wike is an individual. Apart from being an individual, if he's been invited, I think there's nothing wrong with that, because it's just to hear his own version of what actually transpired. But just as you have rightly pointed out, don't forget that before now he has been peddling the news of Fubara's refusal to obey judicial judgment. That's to respond court judgment. He's been peddling that particular news and has expressed his displeasure over it. So one of the things he may likely point out is the fact that sees the person who is inviting me to come and appear before judicial panel of inquiry, a man who has not responded for once to any form of court judgment that have been given, and he would turn it down. But then, according to what they said there are consequences if you turn out the request extended to him. But I don't know what kind of consequences that will be, because don't forget that he is in Abuja doing his own things. These are some of the reasons that he will roll out. What's my business with what is going on in Rivers State? I am in Abuja doing my own thing, and all of a sudden I'm invited to appear. On what grounds? I'm an ex-governor of Rivers State, so I don't think it's involved. But I think that they're only trying to let him understand that he's not God, he's just a mere mortal. Being a mere mortal, since our investigation has pointed to him being involved in the whole Wahaha, he has to be called up to defend himself.
But one thing I do know about Wike, he will say, when those whole Assam took place, I was in Abuja doing my thing. What concerns me? They will say, what concerns Agboro with overload? Like my southeastern brothers will say, what concerns Agboro with overload? When my southwestern brothers will say, what concerns Agboro with overload? But whichever the case is, they only see, you probably may say that whatever clips you saw, did you see Wike there? Because according to the evidence they actually brought in, according to the evidence they have, they said they downloaded video evidence from the internet. And I can tell you for free, even though I've not seen that evidence eyeball to eyeball, that it could be videos that definitely did not involve Wike burning anything. It could be a case of maybe they must have seen the allies of Wike, because, while he was in Abuja.
I think the situation there is actually the fact that why they're dragging him in during the period of all of that happened in those Eleme and the rest, they were chanting Wike's name. Yeah. That they cannot leave the place because Wike, blah 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 blah, everything, Rivers. If you know if it obey Wike, then this and that and that. So all of that, they are trying to these are your people. So possibly you may have an idea of why they did what they did.
Because I remember the last interview he had sometime, press conference, they mentioned that matter. He said, no, he's in Abuja, has he ever told anybody to go ahead and destroy state property? But he could easily have said, guys, stop using my name to that effect. But one thing I do know, they've given him date, 19th, appear before the panel. They did it in an advertorial in case he claimed that he did not get the courier. And they've given him a courier, either all of them, so that he will not say he didn't see. But let's see how this drama plays out, because it's really getting interesting. Let's put in that conversation.